Hi, how are you? I hope that you're doing fine. Yes, I come back. I tell you, I think this type of organization, I like it because I have no excuse to don't make any podcast anymore. So, and I love podcasts. So let's dive. So today we will talk about how to use Black Friday in order to increase our sale and to start the momentum for December, who people are willing to spend more, want to change, and especially also in January, or people want like, oh, all the resolution, I want to new life, I want to become that girl, I want to have my own business, blah blah blah. So to have this type of energy is not too late to have something to sell for the Black Friday, especially if you have no idea and you are like, oh, maybe it's too late, or because I don't have a huge following, so I cannot sell anything, and it's not true. But before you start, let me ask you some questions, and if you answer yes, you are in the right place. How many of you want to have people coming into them and say, I want to work with you? Because you got all in to share your story. How many of you want to have people coming in your post and tell you, oh my god, you recognize me and ask you some question and want to work with you and tell you, oh, where I can sign up? How many of you want to have people work with you and have result and don't see you as a saver and you are like, oh my god, I know that in my soul I have deserved to be heard. I deserve to share my story and my message is so strong that people coming to my work. If you answer all these questions, yes, you are in the right place. So let's talk about the Black Friday. But before we do that, I want to share a story that maybe you will see that is very important. So 2 years ago, I started my online coaches, and I was doing everything how people tell me. I was doing Instagram and it was not working for me. I was posting every day and I was thinking that, oh, if I don't make any sale, is because, oh, I don't have a youth follower. And I think at that time I have 700 people follow me. And I have a podcast in French which is called Sur ta propre vérité. And I start to talk about what I'm doing, what I'm helping. And I start a new account, a new Instagram account, which I have right now less than 300 followers. And I am selling. What is the point is sometimes you are not selling is not because you have a huge follower because following, because I see some of my clients have more than 1000 people follow them, but there are no interaction, no people are attached to their story, no people are buying their stuff, and they are thinking that, oh, I need to gain more followers, so they try, all the gurus tell them to post every day, to share their story, to doing reels, to doing TikTok, but they don't have any engagement. So in order to sell on the Black Friday, you need to have an offer that is very attractive and answer a solution. And people forget that it's not because you have a huge amount of following that you will sell. It's not true. Sometimes when you have less than 300 followers, you have a huge engagement and people will buy for you because they see your motivation, your passion, and they see that you are passionate what you are saying. And yes, you have all about the strategy, and we will talk about that, how to sell and everything. But people forget that how do you present yourself? How how do you talk about your content? Do you think that you are a baby entrepreneur, or do you think that you are a pro? And for me, it's like when I decided to switch that I am not anymore baby entrepreneur. That okay, it's not important that I don't have a huge amount of follow on Instagram, but my podcast, which I right now 20,000 download, and I have people listening around the world, and it's in French. It's so powerful that I decided, okay, let's focus on on my podcast and see what I can do there. And what I want to say is not because you don't have a huge amount of followers that you cannot sell. So let's come back to the Black Friday because I will come back this one to another story. So on the Black Friday, you need to think about, okay, people want to have a solution that is quick and is not so much overthinking. So, for example, if you are a love coach and you are like you have one-to-one one-to-one consultation, maybe you have a membership, maybe you have group coaching, and you want to have like um, an extra an extra offer that you can sell on your Black Friday. So one thing you can think about is, okay, what is the main issue that I can see on my clients? What is the main problem that they have? For example, you have a love coach that only focus on the 15 woman, 30 woman, sorry, 30, not 15, no. 30 woman, and these women are very difficult. They cannot find a good relationship, and they spend a lot of time alone, and they are afraid, for example, to have a date or to go to the date app or something like that. So you can think about, oh, maybe I can offer a offer which is, maybe let's do like a mini Voxer offer that I talk about only about the wood of this person, and maybe I can say, oh, maybe is this is I can offer for once for the Black Friday is mini Voxer that is very cheap, that we will talk about the wood, that you can ask me many times the question that you have about this specific wood. It can be um, rejection hold, or it can be something like that. Another possibility which is very good to sell on the Black Friday, you have the mini offer, which is can be one-to-one consultation, but it can be like, okay, for one time, for example, you are a virtual assistant, and you can say, oh, I know that there are some coaches they don't have the possibility to have, for example, um, have the possibility to have me in the full position. So what I can say, I can offer a process that allows this specific coach to have uh, a mimic of virtual assistant. For example, I can show her to have automation for for example, you can say, oh, I will offer you a specific automation, for example, for to do email marketing. So I can help you to set up, for example, your email strategy for the launching, for example, or I can help you to have an automation on how to set up your Pinterest pins to have automation each month, and I can show you on my Notion that I can do for you, and you have the specific copy and paste strategy. So you can have a lot of specific for one-to-one consultation. You can also sell a free book, ebook that is specific about a specific solution, and you can sell like 20, $35. What is very also important, what you can do on the Black Friday is really you can sell like a pre-sale about one offer you are selling. For example, if you are a membership, you can say, okay, only for the Black Friday I offer a 24 hour on my Voxer if you buy my membership before the Black Friday and the Cyber Monday. And you can see that maybe you will have increase of people buying your membership, that people are very afraid to do that because they are thinking, oh, maybe I need to wait. But because you offer like a one-to-one consultation, what is very specific, and people like to have a customization, a personalization about their offer, is really they can say, oh, maybe I will not be alone. So to have this one-to-one consultation, they can talk about her for 24 hours. I can say that, oh, I will be more close with her, and after I will be less stressed to go to my membership. Or you can also do a pre-launch for your mini mind mastermind or one-to-one coaches. Is really that you don't need to, for example, sometimes people are thinking that you need to invent a new offer, but sometimes you don't need to invent a new offer. You just need, for example, to be creative and say, oh, I already have this offer that I am selling right now, and maybe I need to add something more for the Black Friday, and or maybe you can just decrease the price for one or two of your offer. But let's go example that you don't have any offer and you are like, oh, it's a Black Friday, I don't have any chance, I don't do any launching. You can just do like, for example, a 24-hour offer. Like, okay, for example, you are a nutrition coach and you are like, okay, I will sell for until the Cyber Monday, um, one-to-one consultation for starting your fitness journey. If you are a life coach, you can say, oh, I will give you, for example, three section for the Black Friday in, for example, $200 instead of what you're doing before, or two sessions, something like that. And you are thinking, okay, I will help you to talk about why you are not doing, you cannot say no, or why you have a people pleaser behavior. Or for example, if you are an astrology coach or spiritual coach, you're doing astrology, you can say, oh, I will do it short for you for this Black Friday. Maybe you are doing in 150 and why not you're doing 50, and you can see you increase your your sale. You need to, for example, for the promotion, you need to especially when you are beginning, you need to say, oh, let's do an offer that I am not so uh, I will don't feel like I will decrease my value. You need to put your ego in the side in order to have more sale. And when you have this momentum of selling, you can say, okay, after this Cyber Monday, it will come back to the normal price. But even if is for example, you can do even after the Cyber Monday, you can do an extra week to say, okay, each day I will increase of $10, and people will come to join my mini mind or my mastermind. You will need to test, even if you are not selling. For example, you are doing this offer, for example, and you are not selling. It's not that you are not doing bad, it's just a way to test your offer and say, oh, maybe it was not the right offer for my audience, and I just need to need to have another problem that is more deeper, and it will be nice to work on that. So I hope that you like it. If you have any question, please send me a DM on alicia.kieko, and I will happy to answer you. And don't forget to be your own too. And see you the next time for another episode on True from Within.
Hi, welcome back to True Within Podcast. I am Alicia, your host, and yes, I come back to the walking talk because I think that I prefer to walk and have the idea to just stay in my room and don't do this episode. And I commit even if I don't want to do it. And today I want to do my episode. I don't want to wait until Monday. So yeah, I want to say thank you for people listening my podcast. I am so honored. I am so grateful. And I hope that you will have a nice weekend. And if you listen to me later in the new year, I want to say thank you. So today I want to talk about how in the single week of posting reel, I gain 30 people into my world without going viral, and my reel have an average of 100 views. Yes, it's crazy. I know for people it's not a lot because we heard that, oh, when I said, oh, I'm going viral, I have 10K like, 2,000 people follow me, and I have this amount of sale. But I feel like it's very important to say I am proud of myself because I was the type of person that don't like reels because I didn't have a huge reach. And I feel like I was not 100% sure about my strategy in terms of Instagram. I love carousel, I love single ball, but I want to implement Reels because Reels is very the nice way on Instagram to which people don't follow you. So take a coffee, take a tea, take a pen, and welcome back to the masterclass. So the first thing that I did in order to have my will is really to stop to focus on the data, on the stat, on the number of like, on number of view. Because I was the type of person who, oh, I don't have 200 views, I don't have 1,000 views, I will stop. And yes, if you are like me, you need to stop that. Why? Because you are lost so much opportunity to connect with your audience and to come into your business. And I know that is very difficult to see that you work a lot, you put all the strategy and you don't have a lot of like, but you need to start, you know. You need to continue to work on your Instagram. And I decided to commit to have more Instagram, to put the work and to start. And I was to less than 220 to right now to 250 something. So I am so happy. The second thing that I did, I post very intentionally. What it means about that I was not posting random thing. I was posting that, okay, what my ideal client, my dream client want to hear, want to hear. And they want to hear that it's possible for them to grow. It's possible for them to sell even if she don't have a huge following. And I was talking about that. I was talking about my struggle. I was talking about my story. And I was stopping to talk to everyone and stop to use fluffy words. What I mean fluffy word is you need to stop to say, oh, I want to help you to change your life. It doesn't mean anything. Or I want to help you to have more clients. Okay, nice. You are a lot of a coach to help you to have more clients. But what is make you unique? So is our car. And yes, it's like what is make you unique? Why people want to buy from you and he buy from you because of my story. And I start to talk about my story and people come to my world. I have even comment people tell me, oh wow, I want to work with you, I want to follow you. And my reel was less than 100 follower, 100 view. And I was like, oh, it's working. The third thing that I did is really understand the psychology of my dream clients, really to know what is their false solution, and really stop to use trending audio. I was using audio with less than 100 view or less than 1,000 view. Why? Because when is more, I think it's more easy for me. I observe when I analyze when I analyze other accounts is when you have a bigger account, it's easy to have bigger trend. When you are a small audience, it's better to use a sound that is less view. Why? Because you can start the trends and not just use the trends. So I feel like it was working for me, not to have a huge view, but to select people who really want to see my content. I hope that it makes sense. It's more about okay, right now I have less than, for example, 10 likes, but this 10 like it was so much specific by the audience that I want to target. The second thing that I did, the first thing that I did is really engage to the member to the account which have my target audience, which is coach, mindset coach, and business coach. As been I was just posting and leave the platform. And what you need to know is Instagram is a social media and you need to interact and you need to be generous and connect with other people. Like it the post, comment the post, and don't just put art. Just comment generous. Don't use the word, oh, you are so inspiring. You are a nice post. Great work is not working. But put, if you want, a nice comment that it will add something new to the post, or it's like people will follow you because you don't want to bring a follower, but you want really to connect. And when I do that, people are coming to my world, comment, come to my world, come to my account with my posts and like my posts, and people start to connect with me through my story and ask me, oh, I like this place. Do you like coffee or tea? And I know that you are like, oh, but I want to sell. Yes, but people are here in Instagram, you don't need to forget, is to have distraction. They don't want to think so much. But if you start to have a conversation and be in the place that you are genuine and you want to share something, people will ask you what you are working on. And I know is like people will tell you, oh, but no, me, I just want to put a link and that's it. But you are not in this point. And if you are like me and you try to build your audience, you will need to say, okay, my goal is to help people to be paid to be their handful. Maybe your goal is to help people to lose weight. But before that, that you say, okay, you are the solution. You need to show that you are the solution and you want to help there, even if right now you are not paid. And for that, you need to connect with people, to talk, to ask, to have the interest. And people are like, okay, no, I will not talk with you, but you need to, because it's your job to help people. And for that have, I have clients and you don't have right now, or you are stagnant to one or two because you are thinking that you need to run your account like you have 10K people follow you and engage follower, but sometimes you don't have that, even if you have a huge following. And I can see that with my clients. I have some clients that are more following than me, but struggle to make money. Why? Because they are thinking, oh, it's just enough to put a link and that's it. No, you need to work. You need to educate your audience. You need to interact with other people from your niche. You need to do some collaboration. And in order to say, and when I say collaboration, you don't need to do a live, you don't need to do a podcast. You can just interact and connect to people just to have a discussion on DM, because Instagram say to us that DM is more important right now. So you need to leverage that. And the last thing that I did is really to have fun to make reels. And for the long time, Instagram was my eighth platform. I did not like Instagram because I was thinking that you need to be perfect. And I feel like right now, people want to have something is different. People want to have new thing. People want to have a different point of view. And I feel like Instagram start to become like that. Not like TikTok. TikTok is really when you come you come here, even if you are not makeup, you are here and you talk about your audience. It's more like that. But right now, with Instagram, I feel like people are struggling for more fresh content, more new content. People want to have, okay, she's a human. She don't need to be like this aesthetic person, but you can see there are a lot of can't blow up because they just show, oh, why now? I'm just walking to the tree and I have some idea. I can help you. Yes, Instagram is known for aesthetic content and I like that, but you need to put some true content that you are just here and have fun. And I feel like when I have more fun and celebrate the the win of my client, of my own win, people like that because I was thinking, oh, so I feel like sometimes we are so much focusing to be perfect on Instagram that we forgot that people are here in their Instagram and want to have some authenticity and say, oh, maybe it's possible for me to change my life. So I hope you like it. I hope that it will be nice and you have some knowledge. So have a good day. Don't forget to be on true and see you the next time. Hi, welcome back to True for Music podcast. I hope that you have a good Christmas for someone who celebrates that. And today I want to talk about how I grow my Instagram account in 1 week. I gained 30 new followers by still with less than 100 views. So I want really to break the myth that you need to be viral in order to grow your account. Some people will say, oh, 30 people is not enough, is not enough, is not a lot. And for me, it's a lot because they are very qualified. They are on my target audience that I want to have people who know that mindset is very important. I want to have people who try everything, but this they feel like it's not working for them. They buy a lot of courses. They feel like December nobody is buying. They feel that they try everything. They try TikTok. They try to have a blog. They try to have uh, a TikTok, a Reels, and they don't see any result. They even try paid hard, but they don't have any result. And I want to tell you my strategy right now, and this help a lot from my clients who, which one content she already make 200K. So content is a good thing because people are thinking, oh, content is dead. No, it's not dead. You just don't talk about your wide target audience. You will need to focus on really what is important for you, for your audience, and you need to talk about directly to this audience. So let's take a piece of paper. It will be like a workshop today, and I want to tell you what I did, and at the end I will give you, you can see on the show notes, you will have an ebook that will help you to design your content strategy. It work. I can tell you when you do that, you will see the result if you apply everything that I did and everything that I said in my ebook. So let's start it. So first of all, what I did, I am a data girl. I love to know, okay, when I put a reel, how many like, how many view, how many share I have. And I decided to stop to track my statistics. I know that is maybe people don't tell you, oh, you need to look your data, but for me, I say I need to avoid to think about my data because each time that I look in my data, I stop to do all the action that allow me to grow my audience and to sell. So I say, okay, let's forget about the like, let's forget about the view. I will just put a reel. Sometimes I put one reel per day. Sometimes I put two reel a day, but I put for 1 week every day, and I will continue to do that. I will post a reel every day. I just stopped right now for Christmas, but today I will post and everything. And I post and I see that my reel after 1 week there are less than 100 view, but I gain 30, I gain 30 followers, and it's very qualified. So I was so happy. The second thing that I did is really to have fun to making the reel. Um, I feel like sometimes we are here and we are thinking, oh, I need to put will on my strategy, and we are so much focused. We want to everything is perfect, but we forget that we need to have fun. And for me, it's like you need to enjoy the journey. You need to fall in love with the journey. I know that we want to have a huge following. We want to put our content, our offer, and people just click, and say, "Oh yes, I want to work with you." Blah blah blah. But as we need to start at the beginning. At the start, we need to fall in love about the process. We need to fall in love about our product, and we need to fall in love to make reels or to make TikTok. It's the same when you are doing a blog or you are doing on the YouTube. You really need to understand that, okay, what I can do in order to have fun when I'm making reels. And what I did is faceless what I don't want to make real, or maybe use a background audio when I am dancing and celebrate my clients.
win to really stop to overthinking about the goal, but just share what I want to share. The second thing is really to understand what is my target client. What I say at the beginning of this episode is really to understand, okay, this is my bestie. If my bestie today tell me I want to start my online business, what I will say, and I say that. I say, it's possible for you to do that. It's possible to do that. When if you experiment that, I already have that. And this one is very important. It's really stop to focusing about the data, the like, the share, and everything, and focus really to your dream client, and you celebrate them like he's your bestie, is the best thing in the world. Even a small win that I have, I celebrate that. And people tell me, oh my God, I love your joys. I love, you really need to understand that. And it's the same, I say, oh, okay, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. The second thing that I did is engaging with other content from my niche, is really to post, to like other people, to really comment and say, "Oh, I like what you are doing," and also add some advice if I want to add, because I don't want to have, I don't want to know. Okay, if I like it, oh, they just send me a message. I comment, I send her a message also. I stop to really to say, okay, follow and follow. I don't do that. What I did is really engage with other people and celebrate them. Say, oh, I like your post. Oh my God, I like what you are doing. We need to understand that is a social media and you need to socialize inside. I know that people tell you, oh no, you need to stop. Instagram is dead. For me, it's like, it's not my best platform. You know that I am more a blog girl. I like to work a blog, is working well right now. Maybe I will do some episode about how to create a blog or to start to have a blog and everything, but and a postcard girl, but really start to be out on my comfort zone. Really start to, I can see that my business grow because I stopped to say, okay, I'll just post and leave the platform. No, what I did is 1 hour of the day, I spend time to like really understand the platform, really start to say, okay, oh, this wheel is working for what? Oh, do I like this aesthetic or no? Don't I don't copy other people. I really try to understand, to don't be a groupie and start to say, okay, can I change? Can I shift? What is the gap? Really to understand, okay, I don't like this person, it's okay, but I really need to grow my community and I start really to engage with other people from my niche and it's working well. Second thing that I did is analyze the competitor, really to understand, okay, what is the wheel is working, what is not working, and also analyze the people who are that is outside my niche. What will I like it? And I discovered that I really love the wheel that's about the lifestyle, what is more about, oh, what I did today. I like that, and I think I will incorporate that in the future and really understand that I love that people are talking like a podcast. I love people that will um, more about the vlog thing. I love this type of content that just to have a B-roll. I think it's good to have a B-roll reel because it's very fast, especially when you don't have time to or you don't feel to post is very good. But really to have more work reel, I love that just to have a B-roll. So I think I will implement even if at the beginning I will not have a lot of view, but I don't care anymore about the view. I really want to build my community. The last thing that I did is really share my reels on my story. So what I did that is really to understand that okay, Instagram is not the best platform to have new accounts in your feed. Is really to nurture, but also is not the good platform also that sometimes all your followers will don't see what you are posting. So it's good to repost your story, your reels, your carousel, your post on your story I know that you can do some trick. Me, I just repost right now. Maybe after I will change that and say, okay, oh, there's something new. But right now I really want to see which person is really here for me and want to interact with my content. And I can see the people are liking my reel. I see more view when people doing that, and I see that people coming to my reel, liking my post, and I like that. So I think I will continue to do that. And in 1 week, I gain 30 people. In December, when people tell you that, oh, nobody is looking your reel, people are doing some fun, they are buying stuff for Christmas, they are doing, they don't look anymore social media. People are out there, but sometimes you need to work and you need to, okay, do some reflection to understand why it's not working for you. And I feel like sometimes we are just, and I was this type of person tell me, oh, Assam is not for me. Why it's not for me? Because I don't see a growth. So sometimes it's because of me. I don't charge myself. I love to do carousel because carousel is working well, but I really want to put more will in my content. And also I can see that when my client incorporate this strategy, they see a growth and they see more sales. So if you want to have more detail of what type of content that I did, I created a ebook that you can download. Is for free, and you can see all the type of content that I did, what is the strategy, and you will see the results. So just sign up to my newsletter and you can see what you can implement to grow your following and to have more sale in 2024. And don't forget to be in your intro. This is the end of the episode. So don't forget to be your intro and see you the next time.